Hey, what's happening, guys? It is the middle of December, almost Christmas time here, and it's time for my annual Christmas PCB decoration. So this year, I figured I would try and draw a snowman and turn that into a PCB. I wanted to make it about 3 inches or so, nice Christmas tree size ornament. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I think my calculations were a bit off. Way off. That's, about 12 inches. So let's get them out of the package here. And this is how PCBWay ships their stuff. Well, it comes in a box too as well. And the box is wrapped in, bubble wrap and what like here's my stuff that I've got ordered that just came in. And you can see how well they absolutely wrap everything. Everything comes with a nice little label on it. So we can come over here, flip that over, and you can actually see the size of the board came out to be 133.9 millimeters by 231. So let's get them out of the packaging. I love that they shrink wrap everything. I'm sure the other companies do it as well. But if you're doing something where signal integrity is an absolute, then you're avoiding a lot of contaminants by having these things shrink wrap. So nothing spectacular here. Nothing groundbreaking. But I want to show you the process into making your own custom PCBs. All right, you're looking here at the actual circuit, and it's stupid simple. We start with a 2032 lithium battery, and then we're going to go through a switch, and the switch goes to 6 LEDs, which are parallel through a 1K current limiting resistor. There ain't much going on here. The next page is where things will get a little bit more interesting. So here's the layout of the PCB. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock off all the layers except the board outline. So what you're seeing here is the actual shape. And if we put some dimensions on it, try that again. One moment. Well, for some reason, it won't let me do the dimensioning. That's very strange. I've never heard that before. But anyway, so here is our shape in the board outline. And if you click it, you can see it is made up of just a number of very small lines and curves. And you can see that dot there. We click on any curve. That's the point of the radius right there. So that's all this is a bunch of different radii. But how do we get them into the board? What do we need to do? That's the next question. That's what I want to talk about. So I started off by looking around online for just a simple snowman outline, and I found this one here. And I took that into Photoshop I removed all the color information so that it was only black and white, and we ended up with the Snowman BMP. So there's step one, find your image. Step two, you've got to convert it into a black and white image. Now, step three is where we have to go and convert that image. So the only type of image that can be imported for your board outline, so we go import, it has to be a DXF image. That's very important. Different programs will be different, but for this one in particular, it needs to be DXF. If you're unfamiliar or you've never heard of DXF, it was developed by Autodesk, and it is an AutoCAD drawing interchange format. And it is a vector file, which means it is made up of lines and arcs. Very important for getting your stuff down. So once I had all my parts, let's bring in multi-layer document, rat lines, bottom solder mask, top solder mask, bottom paste, top paste. So the first thing we did is I went to the bottom layer, and these blue lines that you see are from the bottom layer. Where's that all this in? So the switch, the resistor, and the battery are on the bottom layer, and then to the top layer I added the LEDs. Now the top silk layer is where you'll find things like his hat. And yes, it does go over the lines, but that doesn't matter. All that will happen is it will go up to the end of the line. Same thing for this and for the PCBWay logo. They're just all on the top solder, silk screen rather. So if we come and grab a 3D render and we make our board white, that's pretty much what we end up with. So that's all that went into building this thing. It wasn't hard. You know, it took me maybe 30, 45 minutes altogether to put this together. It was fun. So now we're going to build one. So this video is sponsored by PCBWay.com. And you know, I've been with PCBWay for a long time now, and they do great work. I wouldn't go anywhere else. So if you need prototypes built, I urge you to give them a try and see if they can handle your stuff. I have a feeling they can. Anyway, right now they're having their 2022 PCBWay big Christmas sale, and you can get a coupon for up to $435. Right now they've got all this stuff going on. Very cool. Check them out. See if they have what you need to make your projects. PCBWay. All right, we got everything ready to put it together. But first, before we do, I want to share with you a couple of Christmas gifts that I've received so far this year. The first was a package I received from Kuwait's. They sent me a nice polo shirt. Nice little wallet, leather. Even smelled like cow. Not really. They sent me this very nice electronic lead kit that has all kinds of great probes in there. And their newest meter, the HT118E, which there will be a review coming up on that soon. Now, if you're a patron, you already know that stuff because we talked about it last week in our patron-only video. If you're not a patron, there's a link down below. I have 3 tiers, $1, $5, $25. Don't do $25. No. I put that up for somebody a couple years ago because they wanted to donate some money. $5, $1. That's it. You get access to Patreon. We do interesting things like right now. It's Sunday, and it is 11:18 a.m., and I'm been getting ready to do our monthly Zoom chat with the patrons. Again, $1 a month is all you need to pay. It's down below. Now, this was from a viewer named Mike, who sent this to me unsolicited, which is fine because it is so cool. I have been looking at these. I've been watching the IMSA guys video on them. B-Blood down in Florida told me about them. It is the Tiny SA Spectrum Analyzer. Again, that'll be coming up in the future. So, let us get started with our snowman. I think I'll start on the back. And we'll put the smallest component in first, which is a resistor. I put 1,000, 1K ohm on the drawing. I'm going to cut that in half because this battery is going to have low voltage. But this is something that you can mess with. You can change the voltage of the resistor, or the value of the resistor rather. It doesn't have to be 1,000. We just want to keep the current low, because remember, LEDs will suck up all the current you give them and then they'll blow themselves up. But we don't have to worry about that. Solder, I'll be using the standard stuff I always use, MG Chemicals 6040. It's 032 diameter. I love this stuff. My iron is set for 340 degrees. There's not going to be a soldering lesson today. There's just a few joints here. We'll get them all soldered up. So it's December 11th, and this starting tomorrow, it is finals week at the University of Pittsburgh, and Blake is really stressing out. He has one class, Integrated Physics, Engineering, and Calculus, that he has pretty much resigned himself to failing, which is a shame. I hope he doesn't. I hope what's the word I'm looking for? I hope the professor curves it. Because, professors do not want their students to fail. We'll put in our power switch next. Yeah. They do not want their students to fail. They want them to pass. So if you ever have a teacher who brags about very few people pass my class, that is not a good teacher, friends. Your professor should be more like, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you pass my class. Good there. Okay. When I taught, I was never a full professor. I started out as what was called a lecturer, and then I made it to adjunct. And I did whatever I could to help my students. Anything I could do. I'm not saying I passed people who didn't have any understanding whatsoever, but, I taught intro to electronics at a community college. You don't need to have a handle on everything to pass intro to electronics at a community college. So, like I said, I made sure that just about everybody passed. And that should end oh yeah, this came with the Queets presents too. Very nice set of wire cutters and strippers. These are sweet. Alright, so now we'll do our front ones. This will start with the eyes. When I was picking Blake up Friday, bring him home for the weekend, I was standing outside his dorm waiting for him. And I'm just watching the students walk around. And I almost saw one co-ed get taken out by a mini snowplow. The thing they always warn students out at Pitt is beware of the buses that go the opposite way of traffic on Forbes Avenue. And they're right up on the curb lane. And, students who aren't used to living in an area with busing like that, you know, or tend to walk out in front of there, and that could be somewhat dangerous. So they always tell the kids, watch out for the buses. Well, now they need to start telling them, watch out for gators equipped with snow plows, because that's what about took that girl out. All right. I know, you hear them pinging off? I do too. I use a big magnet on a stick. Just picks them up off the carpet like it was nothing. There's a free tip from me to you. Get you a big magnet and put it on a stick, like a broomstick. And you just drive it over your carpet. And it picks stuff up. No problem. Again, like we're going to have our Zoom talk this afternoon. We don't average many people. Under 10. Talk for about a half an hour. Doesn't have to be about electronics. Can be about just about anything. It's usually about electronics, but like I said, it doesn't have to be. So we're going to do that today. And then we'll do it again in January. I often get questions. People say, well, what do you do with the money you get from Patreon? Well, friends, this is what I do for a living. So the money I get from Patreon and the money I get from YouTube, first of all, pays my bills. Gas, electric, water, sewage, internet, telephone, insurance, car insurance, house insurance. So that's the first place the Patreon money goes. The second place it goes, if there's any left over, is buying neat electronic gadgets from China. Even though I usually buy them on Amazon, they're all from China. We don't make anything here anymore. It's a shame. Went to church this morning, and it was nice. We had some guests come and sang Christmas songs. They were having their annual Christmas brunch after the service today, but I couldn't stay because I've got all this stuff going on, so it's just nice to be with, you know, your community members at this time of year. And I want to wish all you guys happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I don't care what you celebrate. Have a happy holiday season. I hope you get to spend it with your family. Alrighty. So, the last piece of this puzzle will be high-quality lithium-ion batteries. Considering I got 20 of these for like $2, high quality is maybe stretching a little bit. All right, let's see what happens. Let me turn some lights out so it's more dramatic. All right, here we go. Yep, the color changing is working. It's a success. So that's what I made for Christmas 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Big thanks to all the patrons who support this channel. I could not be here without you. Like I just told you guys, so pays the bills. All right. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. That's it. I'm out. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And my one wish, as always, for you all is peace.